Eric here with Dream Factory Makerspace. On today's video, we're going to do a setup video on the brand new Omni Laminator. We are going to do the roll feeder, but we're going to do that in a separate video. So we're going to set this one up for right now, and we'll do a separate video on the roll feeder. So let's get started. Okay guys, we've got xTool's brand new laminator here. Looks like we open it up here. We've got our B film right here. It's already came preloaded in here right out of the box. It looks like I was going through the instructions on here. We've got to cut, this starts up cutting, this feeds it, and this starts up the preheating right here. And then we've got a little dial that can adjust the thickness depending on what you're putting through here. So it moves that wheel up and down and adjusts the thickness of it. So let's go ahead and get this fed through here. I believe we got to take this off, it shows, and then we're going to pull this out, and it wants us to make sure that this is aligned in these two marks right here. And then in the side here, it's got a little metal bar, and it wants to make sure you align that in the wheels between these flat marks. Okay, so let's see how this works. We're going to find out together here. So let's shut this, and then we're going to feed it. Okay, there we go. Now it's feeding through to the other side. And this is supposed to get our film out the other side. So let's flip it around here and see what's happening over here. Okay, looks like our bar's coming out. And we'll stop that feeding now. I think we're around now. This is kind of cool, but it's got a built-in cutter. So it just cuts itself like that. And then it's ready to go. Wow, that's kind of cool. Anyway, we'll flip this back around. And then we can take this bar here, and we can put our bar back in to the storage compartment on the side here. All right, and now we're all set up, so we can just run our A film into here once we get it printed. So let's go ahead and print some A film and test it out. Okay guys, we're over here at the printer. So this is the A film that it comes with. This was in the laminator box. I didn't count them, but there's several sheets of these. I don't have the large ones, so we're going to use the mini bed ones. And it wants us to put these on here on the mini flatbed. So let's put that on there, and then we got to peel off this protective layer right here. Looks like I messed it up a little bit right there, so be careful, pull it off quick. We just won't print on that area right there. So I'm going to just print out some stickers. So let's go in the software and get that set up and see what that's going to take. Okay guys, we're in xTool Studio here. I have scanned the bed in. You can see where I kind of messed up the adhesive right there, so I'm just going to avoid printing on that area. I think I tried to not pull it off quick enough, or I just didn't pull it off right. I'll try a little better on the next time. So anyway, I'm going to take this. This is the graphic I've imported in here. So I'm just going to do a bed of these stickers so I can give these stickers away for our makerspace here. So let me go in here to do a grid array right here. This is a very useful tool. So you can create as many as you want. You can change the spacing. Let me move it out of the way so you can actually see what we're doing here. So you can increase the number by keep going this, and that way you can see what kind you can fit in there. And then you can also, if you had the larger bed, you could do bigger rows. It's just a real easy way to there, and you can adjust the spacing right here. So it's kind of an easy way to lay it out instead of trying to do it by hand. You could probably save some if I like interlock these two, but I think we'll be all right for here. I might move them a little bit because I'm a little bit into that mess up right there. Well, we'll try that. Let me get it a little down. I think that's gonna pass our little adhesive mistake there. So we're gonna go ahead and print these. I've actually been finding out that I can run it on fast on these. This is just a vector image. It's a SVG, so I've been running it on fast, and it's been coming out just as good. You can go on standard or high quality if you're wanting to do, pictures. It seems to make a difference there, but with just these vectors, it fast works a little bit better. And so I'm going to go in here and I'm going to change the settings right here so we're flat. We're going to be flat, and then we're not going to do color only. I'm actually going to do white color varnish, and then I'll use the matte varnish. This will get it. I think I'm going to try doing like 2 layers of white just to make the sticker a little bit more substantial. We'll see. It's just the first time I've used this process making stickers here on this printer, so we're kind of learning together. All right, so let's go ahead and process this. And right now it is going to calculate our time. It's showing that it's going to take 24 minutes. And this is I'm just using the single head on this. I'm not firing up the second head, so you could do this a little bit faster on that, but I try to do the single head just to give people that are buying the single head an idea of what it's going to take. And then we can do cost right here. So this is where you adjust your cost settings. You can put the ink prices. These are the current ink prices, and then it'll spit out what it costs. So all these stickers together, as total cost is going to be 16.5 cents to print these. So I'm going to go ahead and get started printing these, and we will see how they come out. Well, as you can see here, I didn't align it properly, so I accidentally just printed on my brand new bed I just put in. Anyway, my bad. I should have paid more attention. Well, let's go ahead and take it over, and we'll go ahead and make it into a sticker now. Okay guys, we're over here. I'm gonna turn on the preheating right here. We'll let this preheat up. Not sure how long it takes. Okay guys, that only took like a minute to preheat, so it didn't take too long. I'm going to go ahead and put this in here. We want to make sure we get it lined up. And there's a little sensor right there where it automatically starts. Okay, awesome. So it looks like it automatically stopped at 2 at the end of the sticker. So I'm assuming we got to start the cutting right now. And there we go. There is our stickers. It came with a little cutter. So we'll move this out of the way. Let's just open this up. This is the little cutter that it came with. Maybe you guys got a better one, but let's see how this one works. Let's get that a little more out of the way. So let me cut off this excess right here. I can get it under there. There we go. So I'll just get it right there. We'll cut off some. That worked pretty good. And we'll cut off this sticker that I messed up right here. So, and then I might have gotten these a little bit too close together. I think next time doing the array, I'd probably space it out a little bit better because it's going to be awful hard to cut it just perfect. I actually got it, but anyway, you can just keep feeding these through here and cut them. I don't have any of the film, the roll of A film yet, or any of the foil. This is all I've got so far, so that's all I can show you. But as soon as I get some, I'll make a video on that too. So actually I'm doing a pretty decent job of lining these up, surprisingly. So got a little bit of a mess. So anyway, get a little close up of one of those stickers right there. So let's try to put it on something and see how it does. Okay, I just found a piece of scrap wood here to stick this on and just to see how it works. So you're going to peel the back part off the sticker, and then we're going to put this down. I press it towards the middle, press it out. It did come with a little squeegee kind of tool, so let me get that, and so you can get any of the air out. So yeah, it came with that, and now we're just going to peel the top part off and see how it does. Okay. Oh, there we go. I think it did really good. Sticker looks nice. Has a little bit of texture to it. You can feel it, you know, from the different raised up ink. So anyway, what do you guys think of that? Let me know in the comments. All right, guys, we are back from the laminator. I'm going to give you a little bit closer up shot of the stickers there. The stickers came out really nice. I even like the little cutter that it comes with to cut these out. I really like the laminator. I like the automatic cutting feature on it. That's kind of nice. I haven't seen that on a laminator yet, but it seems to work really well. And here's a closer up shot of the sticker we applied to a piece of wood, and it's just a scrap piece of 1/8 inch birch. So I just kind of wanted to show you what it looks like stuck on there. It does have a little texture to it. Seems pretty durable. We'll have to do some long-term tests, but we're going to be doing a video on the new roll feeder attachment. So make sure you guys like, subscribe, turn on notifications so you don't miss out on that video. All right, see you on the next one.